Before I start, I just want to quickly whiz through the materials. This is my palette. We've got ultramarine, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, alizarin crimson, raw sienna, then umber, and light red, and that white splodge in the middle is just some white gouache. I don't always use it, it's just there in case I do, but normally I'd squeeze it out and use it fresh out the tube if I wanted some real sort of white, dramatic white highlights. The brush, I've actually got a new hake brush. I'm waiting for it to come through the post. This is now well worn. I can't really get a straight, chisel edge on it now. So as soon as that arrives, I'll show you the difference, how much these hairs have worn down. Some people ask me if I've cut them, but I haven't. I've cut the handle, but not the hairs. Just see some faint pink from some I've done, anyone looking at my eBay stuff will have noticed I've been doing some acrylic stuff recently, but I thought I just fancy coming back to watercolours for the time being. This is my normal paper, 15 by 11 Fabriano, and these are the Cotman watercolours, just squeezed out and allowed to dry on the palette, and I use them like big pans, although I might start using them fresh out the tubes in the very near future. If you can hear the background noise, I've got the fan on because it's just too hot. So I'm just going to start with as always, with the big ink brush. And I'm just wetting the paper out all the way over, just clean water. And most of the water's come off the brush, so I'm just going to dip the tips in again and start off with a bit of raw sienna. Not a uniform as if you're painting a fence, just take some paint and just bash it in, fairly random, don't worry about it too much. I'm just going to again just dip the tips in just to re-wet the brush. I'm going to go alizarin crimson, a bit more raw sienna. I'm just going to bang that in as well. Now there's going to be some water down there, so I'm putting the reflection of the sky in the water while I've got the colour on the brush, because if I do it afterwards you've got to mess about getting exactly the same shade and it becomes a bit of a pain. Clean the brush. Now I'm giving some blue, a bit of alizarin in there as well. Bit of blue coming in from this side. Again, remembering just to reflect some of that blue into the water down below. Clean the brush. Let's get a bit of yellow in there as well. A bit of yellow, a bit of red. Yellow, light red. That's quite strong in it. Again, flick that in, back into the blue. Alizarin, blue. Let's put a few clouds in there. I'm going to go with alizarin Payne's grey. A few clouds coming down towards the horizon line, which is going to be somewhere about a third of the way up. Trying to keep it subtle. Very easy to just bash your clouds in, and before you know it, you've covered the whole sky up. You can't even see any of these nice colours you've put in. And yeah, just a little bit of that colour in the water, just to reflect something good on the sky. And you can see where the paper's coming away from the board, so I'm just going to pull it tight. So it's flat against the board. So that's the background, you've got the sky, this is the water area down here, reflecting the sky colours, so you've got to worry about that. what I'm going to do next, give it a quick dry. And then we can start on the horizon line. So, I'm not going to bother cleaning the brush because most of those colours are going to be in the far distance, but I'm going to lean towards blue because blue generally pushes things back into the distance. Somewhere like that. And then there's like trees and like building on the horizon, but you ain't got to worry about it at this distance. This is where the sort of random nature of the hairs on this brush come into their own, really, because I'm deliberately not trying to get a straight line, so it looks as if there's all little things happening here and there. It's purely by accident, just happened by chance. But if you had it's more difficult to do if you had a perfectly straight edge, like for example with this brush, your sort of normal synthetic brush. It's harder to replicate, although you can do it with practice, it's not too difficult. That's coming over somewhere like that. And then a little bit further forward, you can just see a bit more of the green grass. We'll see more green, a bit of blue. Just darken that up a little bit, just adding a bit of Payne's grey to the mix, and I'm going to put that on there, this sort of shoreline. So that. Give the brush a quick clean, take the excess water off on the tea towel. I'm going to go into lemon yellow. It's coming down there, something like that. Into the blue, Payne's grey, just indicate a bit of a indicate that shoreline, separate the water from the land. That's all it needs. Now over on this left hand side, I'm going to switch to this brush because we've got like a little, it's like a castle or something going on in the distance. So I'm going to go a bit of blue, grey, bit of everything really, sort of leaning towards blue, and we'll sort of add up there like this. Little tower thing. That's all that needs. No, don't faff around with it. It's 99 times out of 100. When you start fiddling with it, you'll make it worse instead of making it better. It's always the way. That was a bit of dark, so I'm just going to go clean the brush into the yellow. A bit of light there, there's in there as well. Bit of blue. You can see the sort of water, it's going to sweep round like that. Constantly trying to vary the colour. got just a few little trees along there as well, so I'm just going to go little rigger brush. Just want a darkish colour. It's gone brown, a bit of blue, just darkish colour. And I'm just going to hold it at the end like that, so you get nice random shapes, strokes coming off. And then we've got one tree, something like that. And we've got one a bit smaller because it's further away. And then there's another one just over this side there. Just going to use just a very light. This is just like the leaves on the end. Just the leaves and the branches just at the end of right on the tips, rather than paint them all in one at a time, which would be here forever. I think we're almost done. What I'm going to put in now, switch back to the little brush. I'm just going to put a little bird up there somewhere. I'm trying to find a lighter area. Hang on, you can hardly see him. Through them. And then last but not least, down the corners, I'm going to call that one finished. So let's take a closer look at it. So here's our painting with the mount on. So if we go in and have a closer look, as always, started with the sky, and quite a lot of the palette went into the sky really. This sort of purpley colour is predominantly alizarin crimson and ultramarine, bit of Payne's grey in there as well, especially when creating the clouds. The orangey, that was more sort of lemon yellow and light red with the clouds placed over them. Then remembering to bring it right the way down, so you're putting the reflection of the water, reflection of the sky into the water right at the beginning, so you haven't got to worry about that later. All you got to do then is put the land in, and the water sort of takes care of itself. You see how I've sort of deliberately left this sky area here light, just so that it's meant to be a church, but it's very simplistic, and these trees, just sort of the profile of them stand out against the background. You see the most distant land, just put in very simply, using a combination of the sky colours. You know, these little bits of detail, that could be anything really, you haven't got to worry about them. And then there's just a bit of land here on the left, just helps finish the scene off, just balances it out nicely. Well, thanks for watching, I hope you like that. Keep practicing, any questions please ask, and I'll see you again soon.